Today we are going to install a stiffener into the lower forward skin of the Sonics. Well, this should be a very straightforward installation. We've got our stiffener here that's going to go right into the center line of our lower forward skin. I've already drawn a line down the center of it so we know exactly where to line up the pilot holes in the lower skin. I think the most difficult part of this probably is going to be removing the lower skin that's already attached to the airplane behind me. And then that's kind of the hardest part, I think. Alright, we're going to need this angle here to get a proper measurement for where we're going to set that stiffener. So it needs to be 5/32 of an inch away from this backside here. Alright, I've got this stiffener lined up. I have a line drawn on the opposite side of it that is lined up exactly with the pilot holes that are underneath it. And down here I've used a thin piece of 32 mil next to an 1/8 inch piece of aluminum here to give the right standoff distance for the stiffener here. It's bumped up against it this direction, and then I've put two 90-degree angles here, and the bar is sitting right between those just to keep it from moving back and forth. So it should be lined up exactly where I want it right now. I'm going to go ahead and flip this whole thing over, and then we'll drill the holes, the pilot holes, according to the pilot holes in the floor skin, into the stiffener now. You should be able to see that the lines here are following exactly the center of the hole all the way down. That's remarkable. I didn't think that was going to be the case, but while it's in place, I'm going to go ahead and drill this and make sure it doesn't move.
Exactly what I'm looking for. And as we go, I keep running to again. You'll always be the one I want. You'll always steal my breath away. Every second, every day.
I've drilled this out. I can deburr the outside, but you can't really deburr the inside with a normal deburr tool. So I've had this tool for probably, I don't know, several months now. It's called an in-out deburr tool. See if I can get this into focus. But essentially it's got a little movable blade here. It's spring-loaded. See if I can get that to squeeze in for you. And basically you just run this through the holes and it will deburr on the way in. So it deburrs the outside, and then when you pull it back out, it also deburrs the inside of the hole as you pull it back out of the hole. Thankfully, I was smart enough to do this on an old scrap piece of metal here. This is a hinge that was drilled improperly by the person who owned this kit before I did. And so I ran this in-out deburr tool through the holes here just to get it set properly. There's actually a set screw down in the back end of this that adjusts the amount of spring loading that this blade has on it. So it was entirely too tight the first couple times I went through it, so I loosened up that Allen bolt that's kind of in the back here and made that spring a little bit softer so it didn't dig into the metal as much. So I just pulled this out of my drill, and down inside the back side of this is the part that goes in the chuck. There's a little Allen bolt down inside of there that you can kind of get in there and turn it to tighten it, and that tightens up the spring on here. Right now it's again a little bit too tight for what I want to do. So I'll just turn that back maybe a quarter of a turn or maybe a half a turn to just loosen that up, maybe just a little bit more even. It's just a gentle bit of spring loading there now. So I'll do this on the scrap metal here so you can see what it looks like before I do it on the part that I don't want to ruin. So you can see that blade kind of poking out there, and just as I put it into the hole, it kind of pushes the blade one way and then back the other. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and spin it up, and that's it. It's deburred on both sides. Alright, now that I've tested it a couple times on scrap metal, I'm going to do it on the actual piece that I want to debur. Yeah, that does a pretty good job back on the inside there too. I'm happy with that. Alright, well, while I have access in here with this floorboard off, I'm going to go ahead and drill these pilot holes that are just in this clip right here, but it doesn't go all the way through this upper spar, and also go in this direction out through the skin as well. So I've already drilled the ones going down. The only access that I had into that was with a long drill bit. I did try to use my pancake drill to get in there, but it was bumping up against the side here and there just wasn't quite enough room. So I ended up using a foot long 3/32 drill bit to kind of just go down like this from the top. And now I've got a 6-inch one that I'm going to go this direction to get into here, going out the sides. Because the same thing, the pancake drill would end up bumping into this lower part if I put it in there. Alright, there's my part, all deburred. Give it a little spritz of paint, and I'm just going to put it underneath the floorboard here.
Don't wait for me, honey. Don't wait, 'cause I'm always heading your way, and I know exactly what I'm looking for.
Alright, well, this is what it looks like now. This is the floorboard in place. This is that stiffener that we just made and drilled into place. You can see that it lines up kind of perfectly in here where it's supposed to on both sides. We're going to have a clip that attaches across here. Here's those holes that I drilled before. Again, I had to drill from the inside because that's where the pilot holes were, out this direction. And I also drilled down this direction because that's where the pilot holes went as well. I didn't have a hole on the other side. And I'm going to have to do this side as well here on the bottom side. I'm going to tip this up all the way over so that it's sitting with the floorboard going down instead of sitting on its side before I do that, just to make sure that all the parts are kind of sitting down flush the way they should. Alright, so there's a little bit of damage there. I mean, it's a tiny little dent. You can barely even see it. The camera makes it look a lot worse than it actually is. But anyway, it's okay. I'm going to live. It's on the bottom of the airplane. Nobody will ever see it. And so, moral of the story is always ask for help if you're moving your airplane around. Alright, well, I've gone ahead and drilled out the rest of those pilot holes. I dropped my fuselage a little bit. Made a little tiny dent in the floorboard. Not a big deal. Actually, you can barely even see it, so I'm happy that that's okay. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up here, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.